Winnipeg, Manitoba, gateway to the West, the heart of the continent. Capital city of Canada's Keystone Province, where each year 1 million people extend real Western hospitality to thousands of visitors. In 1967, the year Canada celebrated its 100th birthday, Winnipeg hosted athletes and guests from all across the Western Hemisphere who converged on the city in midsummer to attend the 5th Pan American Games. The total community involvement evident during Centennial and Pan Am provided a golden opportunity for the beginnings of another and far more unique sporting event, a series of games which was to become an international first in the field of specialized sports. Paraplegic Games Pan Am 1967 were officially opened August 8th. Almost a year of feverish preparation reached its climax as teams from the United States, Jamaica, Mexico, Canada, Trinidad, Tobago, and Argentina assembled in the new Pan Am Stadium. Wheelchair games designed especially for people with lower limb paralysis had never before been officially recognized or directly associated with the Pan American Games. However, their history dates back to 1952, when the father of paraplegic sports, Sir Ludwig Guttmann, initiated the first international Stoke Mandeville Games, matching teams of spinal war veterans from England and the Netherlands. In 1956, the International Olympic Committee recognized the concept of wheelchair games as competitive sport. Since then, Paralympics have been associated with 3 Olympic Games. Canada's Alan Nordell received the torch during the Pan Am Games closing ceremonies. He hands the torch, symbol of international unity and excellence, to Manitoba's Lieutenant Governor Richard S. Bowles, who lights the paraplegic Pan Am flame, declaring the Games officially open. In this spirit of unity, friendship, and sportsmanship, Doug Wilson, captain of the 59-man Canadian team, reads the competitors' oath on behalf of all participants.
We declare that we will take part in the Paraplegic Games, Pan Am 1967, in the spirit of true sportsmanship, recognizing the rules which govern them and desirous of participation in them for the honor and unity of our hemispheres and for the glory of the sport.
As a constant reminder of the high standards these athletes, like all others, must strive toward, the torch will burn high above the stadium throughout the Games.
Way over there, man. Huh? See if I get the outside.
A long way, isn't it?
I'll say.
How'd you like to do the 1500?
All right. Oh, God. Pump, baby, pump.
Wheelchair racing requires precise skill, coordination, and endurance. Qualified Pan Am judges were required throughout the Games for split-second decisions and to assure accurate scoring. Cooperation from the leading sports associations of Manitoba, plus some 600 volunteers from many service clubs, kept the technical aspects of game administration running smoothly.
Come on, Willie. Come on, Willie. Take it home. All right.
And tremendous overall assistance received from the Canadian Paraplegic Association, the Independent Order of Foresters, and a special military force made the Games possible. The University of Manitoba offered the best in facilities and Olympic sports equipment to the Paraplegic Games. The new Pan Am Track and Field Stadium is equipped with ultra-modern scoring equipment and a revolutionary tartan non-slip track. St. Paul's College, also on campus, was the nerve center of the games, in constant communication with all areas of activity, such as the university gymnasium.
Okay.
Members of the new Canadian team, together for the first time, find common interest while practicing table tennis doubles. Following the games, these athletes were the organizers of the Canadian Wheelchair Sports Association, dedicated to the development and promotion of sports and recreation for the disabled across Canada.
Just get a good rally here. Go a little faster now. So speed her up. See if we can keep it low.
Pretty hard to specialize.
Don't hit the wall.
Rules for the bench press weightlifting event vary little for the paraplegic from regular rules, as the arms do most of the work. Former nationally known U.S. weightlifter Lou Rossini, he's still the best in his class. Physically handicapped, regardless of their degree of disability, can participate in wheelchair sports and are classified 1 to 4, depending upon their level of disability. The excitement of fast-moving sports like volleyball and basketball encourage all levels of the disabled to participate. Grueling hours of practice are necessary to prepare a wheelchair team for competition. This game will pit Canada's team against the crack American All-Star team. The Canadians know they have a lot to learn, but the game's the thing. As with all paraplegic sports, the rules of basketball are modified as little as possible from those of the mobile sports. Time for a breather, and the U.S. team huddles with coach Jack Leonard of the Detroit Sparks. A quadriplegic with extensive disability in all 4 limbs, Jack guides his team on the floor with hand signals, and the results have taken on world championship proportions. Jack Leonard is just one example of many quadriplegics who, though unable to play sports, are developing into organizers and administrators of numerous paraplegic activities. The Canadians, although they lost, have learned a lot about precision teamwork in this game and afterwards can share in the American victory. Thanks to the spirit of friendship which has begun to grow between these speedsters on wheels. Involvement in sports and recreation has drawn the paraplegic out of his previously sheltered environment and helped to reintegrate him into the mainstream of society. For a boy like 15-year-old Octavius Morgan of Jamaica, gold medal prowess in swimming can open up the world of team participation and bring new recognition that he has a talent to offer his country and the world, for the thrill of winning knows no barriers. As expected, years of dedicated training paid off for the American team, which carried more medals away from the games than any other country, winning 94 gold, 68 silver, and 53 bronze. Canada followed with 28 gold, 47 silver, and 33 bronze, with Jamaica, Trinidad, Tobago, Mexico, and Argentina finishing in order. The flags of each participating country flew high above Winnipeg as the Games honored all the courageous men and women who have overcome serious physical handicaps to be chosen to represent their country in international sports competition. Eye arm coordination necessary in archery make it an ideal wheelchair sport. This is one of the few sports in which paraplegics frequently compete with able-bodied athletes, as the rules are identical.
I was. Oh, not too bad.
What looks like an overgrown dartboard is precisely that. It's a darchery board, part of a game invented especially for paraplegics and quadriplegics, with emphasis on precision rather than distance.
Right now, when I go back, it's much too pitch only. Smaller pitch, I'm not interested. I'm trying to get a big one.
We shake hands again?
Yeah. Did you wash your hands?
Yeah.
Field events such as shot put, discus, and javelin are especially challenging to disabled competitors, as they must generate all the force possible for a good throw from the waist and shoulders. Both male and female competitors in the shot put event use 8-pound Olympic weights. Irene Miller of Winnipeg, Manitoba's female athlete of 1967, tries her hand at the skill-testing special sport of precision javelin. This is another sport designed especially for paraplegics. Each contender attempts to ground the javelin on the bullseye of a target 10 meters from his position. For the athletes and their coaches, these games offered a first opportunity to begin development of a truly Pan-American sports community. University College, with its modern dormitory and cafeteria facilities, was slightly modified to become the athletes' home away from home during the games. Despite the demanding game schedules and athletic discipline, which should have seen most competitors early to bed, the visitors found time to get to know one another on the campus lawns and to participate in a full hospitality program. This included wiener roasts on the riverbank, shopping sprees, and visits to Winnipeg's outdoor theater, parks, and legislative buildings.